take a screwdriver with an insulated handle like this, and you can, oh, if you touch that with your finger, man, it's a bad day. What's up, guys? I gotta laugh. This is like the 20th time redoing this video. Dude, I'm so rusty. That's okay. That's okay, because with the magic of editing, this is the beginning. Today we're talking about Ilford's half frame. Get in focus. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Ilford's half frame disposable camera, or I guess kind of what's left of it, really. In this video, I want to talk about shooting with this, ripping it apart, show you how to open it up, and possibly use some of the parts inside if you want to. It is cold. I can't wait to finish this up. It is so cold, I can't barely hit the shutter button. My hands are like freezing. It's the wind. Oh my gosh. It's chilly. Super chilly. Whew. For the past 3 months, I've been shooting with this thing, and 3 months for a disposable seems kind of excessive. Tell me about it. Like, I was absolutely happy to finish this thing. It took forever. You get 54 shots on this, which is like twice what you would normally get. Because of that doubling that you're going to get out of your exposures, you're going to basically have a reduction in quality because everything is shot on a roll of 35mm film, and you just take that negative and you cut it in half, giving you the 2 frames. So I wanted to show you guys what kind of resolution you can get out of this Ilford camera. Now, I know, disposable cameras, they're known for just kind of having crappy image quality. And this does have a plastic lens on it, but surprisingly, it's not that bad. As you can see here, there's definitely a lot of grain, but the resolving power, I don't know, it's almost painterly, okay? Like it's got like a painterly kind of look. It's definitely got a nice vibe to it, in my opinion. It's by no means bad. The one thing that I did like about this camera was when I shot towards the light, when I shot like into the sun, I got some massive flaring, and really some kind of interesting flare too. Really heavy flaring, but then at certain angles, it would also have like a kind of a color separation to where it would like kind of break the flare up. And it's typical for a plastic lens, but man, it looked pretty cool to me anyway. I'll show you guys what I mean. When you find your cat in an empty Amazon box, that means one thing. It's pictures. Whenever I finish with a new disposable camera, I wonder, is it reloadable? Can I pop my own film in it, take it apart, and load it with my own film and get a couple more uses out of it? This Ilford, unfortunately, you can't. And you'll see when we take this thing apart here in a minute, it just basically parts fly out, and it's not going to be a good candidate for reloading and reusing again. There are other disposables like the Fuji Quick Snap. They're pretty easy to reload, and I know like Lomography has their single-use disposable, so that's another option too. But yeah, unfortunately, this is kind of like a once and done. So I'll show you guys how to open this thing up real quick if you want to pull the film out or harvest it for parts. The way that I'm going to approach this is I'm going to look for all of the depressions and all of the latches along the sides here. And just a word of caution too, this has a flash, so it's going to have a capacitor and then a battery, and you're definitely going to want to be careful because the capacitor in this thing is going to hold a charge, and it will shock you if you touch the terminals. So if you do try to take this apart, just be mindful of that. I've gone through, I've cut all of the sticker at the seams, along here, along the bottom side, and here. And what I'm going to try to do is there's 2 little latches here and there that I'm going to try to take a screwdriver, small flathead screwdriver, and then push these in. All right, in the center, in the top center, there's another piece. Whoa, wowza. Oh, we're losing pieces. We're losing parts, guys. Oh, okay. All right, we have a lens. All right. There's a battery in the bottom. Take a screwdriver with an insulated handle like this, and you can... Oh! That's shorted. Let's try it again. Okay, it's good. Anyway, if you didn't touch that with your finger, man, it's a bad day. Alright, that is the advancing sprocket. That's the flash unit. Oh my gosh, I'm like ripping this thing apart, dude. There it is. Oh, and then the hidden treasure inside. There we go. So needless to say, I don't think that the Ilford Half Frame Disposable is going to be a good candidate for reloading. But, you know, I guess the plus here is we've got a bunch of cool components to tinker with and maybe use with other projects. We've got a flash unit, we've got a bunch of shutter unit, a bunch of gears, and there's a lens in there somewhere. Battery maybe for your remote, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. We've successfully retrieved the roll. I'm going to send this out to get it developed. I've never shot Ilfocolor 400 before, so I'm curious to see how that turns out. But yeah. And once you have everything apart, it should only take about 15 minutes or so, and you can actually mount this lens onto a body cap and use it on a digital camera. The first thing to do is to measure the aperture of the Ilford camera and find a drill pit with the closest diameter to the opening. Then you'll want to find the exact center of your body cap and mark it. Double check this from a few different directions, but once you're all good, just go ahead and pop a hole in that sucker. If your body cap has any raised areas or lettering on the front, I would take some sandpaper to it and sand it down until it's nice and flat. You're going to want a flush surface to make sure that the lens has a nice area to adhere to when it's glued. Go ahead and place 2 small dabs of super glue on the underside of your lens and place it on the body cap, and that'll hold it secure. If you wanted to match your original settings on the disposable camera, you would just set your shutter speed for 1/125th of a second and your ISO to 400. Now I'm really happy with how this thing turned out, and it only takes a few minutes, and I don't know, it can give you that disposable camera aesthetic on your digital camera, which I think is kind of cool. So this camera comes preloaded with Ilford's Ilfocolor 400 film, and I think I'm going to hold off on giving like a review on the film, or maybe even talking about it. Giving an opinion on it, because I feel like I want to shoot it again in a couple other cameras, kind of get like a better feel of it before I start kind of giving an opinion about it. So I'm editing the video now, and I see that I completely forgot to mention that I tested this thing to just see how light tight it was. I set it out in the direct sun for like 5 or 10 minutes on my kitchen counter, and I was curious to see when I got my photos back from being developed if there would be any photos that had light leaks in them. But yeah, everything was good to go. No light leaks. This thing is sealed up pretty well. Now I also published an article on the website, and I'll link it down in the comments, and it goes through a little bit more details about the camera. So I didn't want to bore you guys with all the specifics and whatever here in the video. So if you want more details, check that out. It's on the website. And yeah, hope everybody's well. And until the next video, see ya. Okay, that's even like doubly bad. I do have a script. Okay, I just can't follow the script. I can't do it. I'm going to restart this video, and you're not going to know.